let's be honest here. Let me just throw one fight out. When you fought Nogueira,
Yeah.
and you woke up, and you were sitting on the mat, you put your hand up, and you look around, and the doctor comes over and asks you, are you okay? Are you thinking about pussy? Are you thinking about what happened? Or are you thinking about where you went wrong?
Where I went wrong.
Okay.
100%.
And it goes back to, how many times did Lee tell me to cover my fucking, what I threw?
Right hand.
How many times did they tell me to keep my fucking thing right here when I throw that little jab? And he told me to double it up, but for some reason I doubled it up.
And you know it, though.
He went this way, and I went to chase him, and I put my hand down, and he caught me with that fucking left of his.
But you know
that. But when you're on the floor, you're not thinking about the money. You're not thinking about your fucking wife. You're not thinking about your kid. You're thinking about what went wrong.
How's this relate to your special, Joey? Talk to me.
How does it relate to my special?
Yeah.
Before I fucking trained for my special, instead of going to the store and following Whitney Cummings and Eliza and Ali Wong, I decided to go to the other rooms because I figured that the people who like me are going to go to the Comedy Store and they're going to laugh at whatever I have to say. So I can't really judge my material from that. This is how fear works. Fear works in mysterious ways. Fear will talk you out of shit.
If you let it.
If you let it. And I let it. And I let it at the 26-year mark.
Yeah, that's what's crazy.
So who the fuck do you think you are at the 10-year mark with comedy? At the 26-year mark of comedy, I realized how much I let fear talk me out of my game. On that fucking flight, that Southwest from Vegas to LAX, if I could have opened the door and jumped out without a parachute, I would have.
If I was flying Southwest,
because I fucked up. I knew where I did the things wrong. I didn't jump enough rope. I didn't shadow box. Instead of going to Eddie's to do jiu-jitsu, I went and worked the gi up at this place with a bunch of blue belts.
But why it? But why, Joey?
Because it was I was just fear. I was scared that if I would go down to the store, I would have to follow Rogan, and then I would be off. Or, when I got to the store, I could not follow D'Elia. He was unfollowable. And every time I went down, I had to follow D'Elia. It wasn't as scary as I was when I used to have to follow Dom Herrera or Paul Mooney, but it was real scary. So I can't change my material to D'Elia, so I got to flow off his energy.
You got to be Joey.
You have to be Joey, but with Chris D'Elia's energy, and then turn into Joey. So I have to go. Like if you follow, I lived on a dead end street. It had no fire hydrants. If he kills at that type of material, I'm gonna go up there and become him for 30 seconds. I'm gonna ride on his energy. So I'm gonna go up there and keep it low also. How you doing? Let's keep it going one more time for Brendan Schaub. Mm-hmm. Some guy called me a spick yesterday. Let me tell you what.
Then you go.
And then you go. But the first 30, I want them to feel like nothing changed. When Brendan destroys the room where there's bodies everywhere, and I go on stage and I go, let's keep it going for Brendan. He did a great job. You just lost.
Yeah.
You just lost. Go, Brendan, go fuck yourself. Take the train to LAX. You know what I'm saying? You got to go up there like, fuck Brendan.
Yep.
Not fuck Brendan. He's my brother, but
that's your mentality.
That's your mentality is. I got away from that. I became a pussy.
How, Joey? You've been doing it so long.
I got scared. I got a daughter. I got mouths to feed. And I, you got Justin, you got your agents, you got your managers, you have all this, and I'm not going to say the word pressure because I don't fold to pressure. You're thinking about the other people in your life. You're doing stuff for them instead of being a stand-up, bitch, it's you, a microphone, and a brick wall. That's it. You ever see people who do speeches and you got 8 movies behind them? They got 8 white dudes, a black guy, a Mexican. I don't ever want to stand behind a president or a politician. You ever see those assholes?
They look like assholes.
There was a fire today in Calabasas. Yeah. And there's 8 white guys behind us.
And then the token black guy, so they don't get called
black
racist.
Guy, yeah, like that don't exist in our world. So I was putting myself in this fear, and I'm not bad-mouthing anybody, but I was going to Flappers, I was going to the Ha-Ha, I was going to the Improv, and I was adjusting to their style of the room. I had a guest here last night. We came over here and smoked some pot. She's a dear friend of mine. And I explained to her. She goes, what happened?
Is she a comic?
Yeah. And I told her, I said, this is what happened to me. I would go to the Flappers, and instead of them making me close, they would put me in front of Lee. I can't go. What do I get? What do I gain by going up there and blowing up flappers?
You need a pressure.
Lee's been waiting 3 months for this spot.
They did that to you?
No.
Someone like me. Like
somebody like Lee.
Okay.
A girl that brought everybody from work.
Oh, no.
You know, I think they all went to dinner and go to chow, and now they're going up there. And she's going to follow Joey Diaz. And before I go up there, she comes up to me. She's like, "This is the third time I've been on stage. It's such an honor to be on stage with you."
What
and I'm looking at her like,
fuck?
I have a daughter. Someday, maybe my daughter's going to do comedy. Does she need a gorilla to go up and embarrass her in front of everybody? So I would go up there and do material that was feasible for flappers. I would go to the ha-ha and do ha-ha material.
Because you're a good person.
I would go to, you know, do you know that 2 weeks ago was the first time I ever ran the light? The Comedy Store did 21 minutes in 22 years.
Really?
First time I ever ran the light.
Wow.
You
should get off early.
You have to have respect for other comics.
Have to.
And so I don't like that. It doesn't do me any right by me going and blowing this guy.
Man.
Whoa! If you talk shit, then I'm going to go up there and sizzle your motherfucking world. Then I could sizzle your world. But if you don't, the Comedy Store is my fucking Jackson Wink.
Yeah, you can tell.
That's basically it. And I want to, and anywhere I go, I want to fight how I do at Jackson Wink. When I go to Milwaukee, I got to spar with the ex-champ.
Tyron.
No.
Pettis.
Pettis. I got to spar with Pettis. I got Pettis by 100 pounds. I got to spar a little different. Pettis
So you can
do
take
the
it a little
flying
lighter.
kick. So I take it a little
Because you can take
lighter.
certain shots,
Right.
but you don't have to be on point. Because at the Comedy Store, you get knocked the fuck out.
I want to be.
You're not getting knocked out anywhere else.
I don't want to get knocked out no more. So I got to go to the Comedy Store because at the end of the day, metal sharpens metal. You want to be the best, you got to go get beat up every day.
Well, you got to swim with sharks.
If I should take you to Otto's right now, Otto's Jiu-Jitsu, I don't know what belt you are. I don't know how shape you fought in the UFC. There's a blue belt at Otto's that's going to tie your shit up in a
100%.
spider guard.
Yeah.
He's going to put this arm here and this arm here and whatever. So for a year, you know, you have to eat shit. You know, did you listen to Jeselnik on Rogan? 3 years
I didn't.
between specials.
Yeah, he says every 3 years.
3 years. One in the store, one at the club, and 1 year at theaters.
Yeah, so he tours at
To
the
get the
store,
full effect.
then he does on the road, and he does theaters, and then after he does theaters, he shoots a special.
He shoots a special.
He's a fucking assassin.
Now, he's a guy that can shoot a special every 18 months and get him for a good penny.
He's an assassin.
But he's smart, and he knows he's in here for the long journey.
And where are you at? You think every 3 years? Are you with Jeselnik on 3 years?
I think it should be every 3 years, 2 years to shoot a special. Think about it. Think about it. How many jokes you've done, have said, and then a year later, now that joke is 20 minutes, and you already used 10 minutes of it on the special.
Mm-hmm.
And you got 30 more that now are really, really good.
Yeah.
You don't know where this joke is going to go.
Yeah.
How many times have you written a joke, tried it 4 times, doesn't work, or it's not, goes away, but then something happens, you add 2, and now you add that 4, and now you got 7. So write the fucking thing down, and you know. So comedy is very complex, but the fear of comedy got so much me before
That's
the Netflix
crazy. You
special.
said that, Joey. That's
26
crazy, brother.
years. I live on fear. I'm motivated by fear. I like being scared. I do my best work when I'm minus 400. That's when I do my best. I don't like being a favorite. I've never been a good favorite. I fall apart at the seams. You make me an underdog, I'm going to fuck you up. I'll figure out a way to fuck you up because that's what I am, an underdog. So I always want to go in there minus. You know, we had Jordan Belfort in here the other day. Have you looked at his Wikipedia? If you see his Wikipedia, underneath it says, you know, everybody, celebrity, how much money you worth?
Net worth.
Celebrity net worth. It says minus $1 million.
That's hilarious.
Print it up. Show him.
Let's see.
Minus. That means that motherfucker's going to be doing his best work the rest of his life.
100%.
Because he's minus. What do you got to lose? I got nothing to lose.
But I didn't think like your Netflix special was a loss. I don't think it suffered. I mean, yeah, it wasn't bad.
But it wasn't Joey Diaz. Sorry, Charlie, and neither was CISO. Wasn't Joey Diaz.
That's because you're great, Joey.
And anybody who knows me from the store
Agreed.
knows that that's not Joey Diaz. It was
Yeah, you're right.
an impersonation.
Jesus, that's a lot worse than you think.
So
What was he minus?
you're just going to take ownership now.
You have to take ownership. If you don't, you'll never grow. You'll never, ever, ever grow if you don't take ownership.
Because you could, I mean, even Joe Rogan, like, his special's on Netflix, but you know he controls it all.
Look what he's minus.
100 million.
So I'm fucked with it.
I don't know.
Oh my God, Joey! I haven't paid rent in 3 months. Let me show you this.
100
Net worth. He's minus $100 million.
That's one just
He's
fucking
56.
Around,
No, he's the Wolf of Wall Street.
He's
guy.
the Wolf of Wall Street guy.
Oh shit!
He owes restitution. He's 100 minus 100 million. Okay, you can't. Nobody's come back from that. What the fuck are you giggling about? Nobody.
Why did you like him? What did
He did an error.
I knew a second ago, but now just keep going from where you told it, because then.
You know that little forehead you got?